Hey guys, how you all doing? It's Dom here, and today I'm going to be trying out the new monthly card Yagram's Workshop, which I've got a few copies of, and this deck is basically all about trying to get off your factotum abilities as much as physically possible. Now, these aren't the best games that I could have got, but most of the games I had, I'd usually get hit by a Shadowfen Priest or something like that, so I hope you enjoyed them nonetheless. Right, so up against a Scout. Decent card back, so that should be alright. Probably some sort of Swamp Leviathan deck. The hand's looking okay, I guess, because we can obviously force one guide to get things back into the hand and use combos again. So we are going first, which is sometimes nice depending what we get. More support for neutrals. At least that gives our Yagram something to grab. And we do have an assembled sentry, so this could be quite nice if we put it down. Maybe go for guard. Just so all our assembled cards will have guard. And things like Old Salty will now grab a guard as well. Just need to really wait for them to do stuff before we can really react. Who knows? I'm just going to assume it's a Magicka buffing deck. And then summons out some really powerful units.
I'm sure I don't have any idea.
Okay. So if we use Force 1 Guide to return our Automaton, or Factotum to hand, then that means we can play it again, but then go for the just kind of health buff ability. Means that all our kind of Factotum cards are a bit stronger.
No hard feelings, right?
Okay, Murkwater Scourge. So if we play our Dynamo, that means that we can buff up our Force 1 Guide, have that as a bit of a wall. And as they're probably going to try and weaken the guide, yeah. It's the only way we can really get rid of Serial. That is how you say her name, right? Who knows? Do that trade, and we'll just end our turn there. So, we do have quite a few neutral cards in hand, which we can mission match about with, but we don't have a workshop yet, which is a bit upsetting. Because obviously, as we have got quite a few cards, it means we'd be able to do a lot with them if we got our workshop. Enraged Mudcrab, probably the worst thing we could have drawn. I mean, I'll play it anyway. I say it's the worst. I mean, it's a decent one Magicka drop, I guess. Just when we got nothing else to do. I guess Assembled Sentry, maybe. I'm very torn on moves here. All things we got free Magicka. Yeah, we will get that Mudcrab down. And then I don't know. I feel like saving Automaton is a bit of a waste now, just because we would really need to rely on getting some bigger Factotum cards, and if we just don't ever hit them, then we're just holding on to them for no reason. So, well, with this deck, basically, some of the nice combos that we can do is try and get Galen and use that on one of our Factotum units, and hopefully draw into them a bunch. Or ones, like, say we go for, like, just, if we can play Galen early, we can hit stuff like Reflective Automaton, just so we'd have a lot more cards which will receive these buffs, and can be drawn by things like, what's it called, Old Salty's Assault. Looking back, I probably should have put some camels in this deck. They would have been quite decent. Or maybe an unsummon or two. Just cards like that. They're quite nice. In fact, the camel would be really good for thinning through your deck. Although you'd probably lose a lot of cards that you actually want to keep. Okay, well, I thought we were going to lose another unit there. So, I guess if we just start hitting face a bit. Do we initiate? We might as well. Surely. I don't think trading there's really worth it. We got the bigger power. And we don't really need to play Yagrum because he's just going to grab back a reflective automaton. Those dynamos might make it quite useful for just doing the last bit of damage. Shadowfen Priest, actually this deck's nemesis. Just completely messes with every assemblability in Yagrum's workshop. Well, I guess if we shackle the priest. Obviously get our attacks off first. And I guess we should dynamo on our sentry as well. Just to get that a bit stronger and have a bit of a wall in case they can break the shackles or summon something else big. Also means they're a lot closer to danger zone for health. I mean, I think the best play that we could do for damage in one turn, because we don't have Crushing Blow, it could be something like summoning Ankle Snapper and then using Yagrum's Workshop to make it deal 1 damage to face twice. So, yeah, we haven't really got that many options for just direct damage here. I take it they're going to have some sort of finish off or Sai-Sahan. Sai-Sahan would be feral here, actually. Debilitate's also quite a shock too. So, I guess we can Forsworn Guide. Maybe either our Dwarven Sphere or Golden Saint? If we go with the Sphere, it means we can just shackle the Priest again.
I'll fight to my last breath.
I mean, although having Drain back would be nice, I kind of do want to lose a couple more runes just to draw cards. We'll then shackle the Shadowfen Priest and just leave it at that, I guess. Kind of want to save Execute for something that might have a feral ability.
There are always
Okay,
to be made.
that's a bit annoying. What are they going to do with 6 Magicka then? Unrelenting Siege, nice, nice. Don't really see that card much. That's cool. What are they going to do with 4 Magicka? Go into like another Unrelenting Siege? I don't know. Not much else that I can really see. Yeah, okay, okay. I mean, I said that as a joke, but jokes are jokes, I guess. Okay, there's no half Unrelenting Sieges, so I think we're good now. Maybe it's like just some sort of guard or something like that. Yeah, okay. Right, I guess if we execute to get rid of the Fighters Guild recruit, and then just bombard face. I mean, here's my slight issue. I do want to have a guard in the field lane by the end of this turn, and I know that the Reflective Automaton grabbed by Salty's Assault will spawn a guard, I just don't know the order of things it's going to grab. So, I guess let's just risk it in the shadow lane and see what happens. No, it came out second. And I guess we take Black Sap Protector, not because we want it, but just because we don't want them to have a guard. And then if we play Sentry, we can make a bit of a bigger wall. Probably should have done that before using Old Salty's Assault, just to get the Reflective Automaton to have a bit more health, but it shouldn't really be an issue. Unicorn. Seen some very nice legendaries this game. That's going to be a huge issue actually. Jesus. Fighters Guild recruit can literally just destroy everything. Well, here's the thing. If we can get one clear shot with a neutral card onto face, we've won.
Khajiit likes these. Khajiit doesn't need to be followed.
Please tell me they don't win like this, because that would be painful.
Khajiit doesn't need to be followed.
I mean, it would be a decent little idea if they do win through it. Ultimate Heist as well? Jeez, they are. And they've got 9 Magicka still. Yeah, they've actually set up really well. Credit to your opponent when it's due. Okay, right, I mean, we can still take this just. Just about, maybe. I mean, yeah, I know we can. We got enough in the field lane to do it. Okay, I don't want to BM, but I just want to see what I get. Okay, we'll go for the Slaughterfish and then we'll just end it. Okay, cool. Mudcrab Merchant defeat. Nice. Right, let's move on to the next game then. So they're playing Spell Sword. Probably going to be some sort of Imperial deck. And we have... I don't know, we don't really want Edict or Clockwork in hand. They're just too high Magicka. But we do get some Reflective Automatons, which could be really good, especially if we hit the legendary Factotum. The Titan. Is it a Titan? I can't really remember. So we'll open with a Merchant. And... okay, let's just... they're not going to be playing Invade, surely. So this should be fine. Are they actually, like, doing exactly what we're doing? And we got Yagram's Workshop as well. Oh my goodness, this is weird. This is a mirror. I would never have expected this to be a mirror match. Because I thought it was a bit dumb going for Spell Sword with this deck. Oh, but they're dropping. Okay, so let's get our Sanitizer down. Oh shit, you have to activate Yagram's Workshop, don't you? It's not ongoing. If it was ongoing, it would be busted. Yeah, well, we'll get Lethal anyway. And the thing is, because we're up against Endurance, we got to watch out for, like, Shadowfen Priests, Dismantles. I mean, we've always got to watch out for Dismantles, but Endurance is the support removal, which is quite annoying. So, I guess we'll get rid of their Sanitizer with our Sanitizer. Sanitize the Sanitizers. And then, I guess we summon Clockwork. It doesn't really seem necessary to use Yagram's Workshop on that. Hopefully we can save it for a bigger play. Just need to... and they use Edict. Yep, that's what we should have expected. We deserve that for being an idiot. Oh, boy. Cool. Let's just summon this Kinsman. Hopefully do a few more rallies. We'll save the Enraged Mudcrab for when we actually, you know, want to do a bit more damage. Piercing Javelin. Yes, that kind of made the Yagram's Workshop a bit redundant anyway.
I will die for what's right.
I guess we hit face, start to do some rally too. Into a Spider Worker, okay. So maybe you could see some Halls of the Dwemer as well as Yagram's Workshops. Maybe go for the Mudcrab now actually, just kind of get a bit more board control. Okay, so Kinsman's been shackled. I don't really want to use Piercing Javelin, especially as we know they're running Factotum, so I want to save it for some of the bigger ones, or at least just you know, another time. I guess get rid of that, so if they do have a Halsey Dwemer, it doesn't go insane. Play Tullius and the Merchant.
I live awaiting your command.
And tell you what, if we take Priest of the Eight, because we can. Oh yeah, this one you keep, isn't it? Not one to give. Priest of the Eight. We've got 2 willpower cards. We can get a bit of draw power. Even if we are giving them a possibly drain unit, won't really be much else. Well, that Kinsman has been made very redundant so far, losing everything it's used rally on and being shackled constantly. So let's get off the Priest of the Eight's draw power into our own Dwarven Sphere, so we can shackle their Shadowfen Priest, and we'll hit face as much as we can and leave it at that.
The hist shall heal you.
These guards are a bit annoying.
Our foes will have night.
And they don't actually have anything for that to gain buffs off, so just a 1-cost 2/2, which is actually still decent enough. Guess we start to get a bit aggro with them. Just put a bit of pressure on. Maybe get rid of a few units as well. Just kind of deal with what they've got and put down a bunch of units ourselves.
You cannot act.
See, this is the big units that we're starting to worry about, the conduits. Hopefully they don't draw into their Titan as well, because that would be really bad. Okay, Yagrum's Workshop at the end of the turn. Maybe they should have played that a bit earlier. We're going to need to get rid of it, nonetheless. And then I guess if we just end our turn there, don't really need to play an automaton, because that would mean breaking the ring, and we might want that in a later turn. Another Yagrum's Workshop into their, I think that's their final camel. But they haven't used their workshop again, which is intriguing. I mean, I guess that would be draw 2, discard 4, so that could be a bit weird for them. Probably didn't want to fin too much there. And they used Invasion Party, but they chose to play a gate? A level 2 gate, okay. I mean, interesting. That's curious. Okay, so if we go for our sentry, it can buff up the 2 automatons in hand, but do we want them to have guard? Do we want them to have more health? I'm thinking guard's probably just better. And the thing is, if we do get everything off, we've got, what, 9 total? So we could take this next turn. But of course that would rely on them not having much else to do or to use. They've probably got something. Might have a sentry of their own. They could grab something quite big here. Or something just quite small with guard. Shadowfen Priest does it as well. And now literally everything to do with that Kinsman was made redundant. Every single rally just got silenced. Ankle Snapper and Ankle Snapper gone. And now for their second lot. They do not like those Ankle Snappers. So, what, that's going to take us up to, what, 7 damage total, for goodness sake. I swear this is a trend for me. Just getting them to 1 health.
You cannot.
This is the kind of situation where I wish I had a Chad of a recruit ready to rush in there and just end this. If we draw an Ankle Snapper, actually, that would be beautiful. Because they got rid of all of their Ankle Snappers. If we drew ours, that would just be perfect irony. You know, if we get Cicero down in the field lane, Hopefully he can survive one turn and just slap face. Come on, Cicero. Big Chad Jester. Make this be the ultimate joke of a turn and win because they can't get rid of him. Okay, that's fine. It's not guard. It's just getting rid of lethal, which we don't care about because we're trying to hit him in the face for 1 damage. And that's probably messed us up big time. Unless we get an ankle snapper or removal. And I don't think we've had an ankle snapper yet. And we haven't had an old Salty's Assault yet. So that's going to be at least 5 cards in our deck of 31. And there's also the Thought of Removal. So we do actually have a sort of decent chance here of taking it. I'd say maybe like a 1 in 5. And we hit the odds. Right, well, that was a big old bullshit game. They probably showed off the deck better than me, but I hope you have enjoyed it.